Now I'm getting ready to break something. With God's name, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
First of all, I just want to say to all of us, I might be standing here, but the spirit of Dr. Jesse Dixon is here. I want you to know that sister left here wanting this. The one thing that she always wanted was for grandparents.
That's right.
Raising grandchildren to be taken care of.
That's right.
So I just want to thank you for all that have been done. Even though it was hard, it was long, and sometimes it was downright frustrating. And I'm going to tell you, nothing happens without that pain. And we are so grateful today to be here with you and to say to Owen and Daryl, when you brought this to us and said to us you wanted to help us. See, when you say you want to help me, you got to be careful because I'm going to hold you to helping us. So I want you to know that we appreciate the help that you have given us. And to stand here on this property today, knowing that the programs will be addressed for grandparents raising grandchildren. Because I don't know how many of you know Dr. Dixon took on that fight for her grandchildren. And I just thank God he didn't put that on my plate. But that's Sister served with distinction when it comes to raising her grandchildren. So I just want to thank you all. I want to say to all of you that have ever said anything about what Patterson isn't, I want you to talk today about what Patterson is. And all of you that I heard came to this mic today said that you wanted to make sure that seniors are taken care of. When you're talking about building houses and making sure that we have somewhere to live, I want you to know that our Social Security nor our pensions are going up.
That's
so
right.
when you put that rent on those properties, make sure that you think about that.
Speak, Miss Muhammad.
Because we have to be taken care of.
That's right.
We have taken care of you. Now, as my dear say, it's your time to take care of us.
That's right.
And we're going to hold you to that as long
That's
as
right.
we can talk. And as the mayor said, I can talk softly. But when needs be, I have one of my children here can testify. Whatever it is that mommy needs to do will happen. And because we have the AAAs over here and the win-win on this side, we're going to win this fight, people. And we thank you, Win family, for saying what you've said and now doing what you said you would do. And we're ready to put the shovel in the ground. And I can guarantee you, we're not going to stand for anything less.
That's right.
Thank you and God bless.
That's right. The Queen of Canada.
And she got a booster shot. There you go. Very good. We helped her with that too, Mr. Chairman. Patterson never fails a friend. Ever. So, Mr. Chairman, you're right. You need that collaboration. You need both branches working together. As I stated before, it's a shared vision. That means a shared victory. So we couldn't have done it without you, Municipal Council. So at this time, I'm going to call forward our Council President, Maritza Davila.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I think we've heard a lot, right? Yeah. But a lot of things that need to be said. And so, as Council President, I bring you greetings and I thank all of you. And it's so nice to see Melanie, to see Mr. Sullivan. Come here more often. That is very important. I want to bring up my council colleagues because it is important that, yes, it is about partnerships and collaborations. But before I call them, I want to say something to you, Owen, and to Daryl. I heard, don't know who said, how important, right? You are born and raised here, and you left and came back to give back to the community. And that is a testament to your parents.
That's right.
And I say that because my mom, when I went away to college, which she did not want me to go away, she said, you will come back and you will give back. And that is what I've been doing now. And so I'm thankful for individuals like you that took the time to understand that you needed to speak to everyone, and that you brought everyone to the table, and that you did not leave anyone out. So with that said, I want to bring on my councilwoman at large, Councilwoman Mims. I'd like to bring up the First Ward Councilman Mike Jackson. For all that don't know, we are in the First Ward. Join us. Okay. Over here. We're talking about council right now. Thank you.
He's getting bossed around.
Councilwoman, I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that. Go ahead.
Sometimes it's interesting.
Okay.
I'm calling my colleagues so you all can know them by name. They decide to get up on their own, but it's okay. Councilwoman of the 4th Ward and our former mayor, Councilwoman Ruby Cotton. Councilman of the 5th Ward.
I love them all.
5th Ward, the heart of Patterson. So once again, just started by saying that, you know, it is about collaborations. It is so important. And, you know, it's interesting. This body right here is very interesting to work with. But at the end of the day, we get it done. And we get it done when it's for the right reason. And this is the right reason. And let me just tell you something, Commissioner Muhammad. Thank you for all those phone calls, those texts, to all of us. Well, if you were not able to be at that meeting, you were texting us and watching us and saying, what are you doing? What is this council doing? This is about grandparents. And I know that you did this with all of us. I want to thank our senator and our assemblymen and women. They're not here, right? Assemblyman Benji Wimberly and Shavonda Sumter. I want to thank them as well because I know that you guys were the leaders on this. And I know you couldn't do it without having that strong hand and that help from our chairman. Chairman, you've done a lot. And you have left and will continue. You will leave a lot of legacies here in the city of Patterson. So I want to thank you very much. And, you know, once again, you know, Mayor, this is what it looks like when we can work together. Okay? And I say that respectfully because that is what we are doing, and I hope that is what we will continue to do for the people of Patterson. Thank you very much. I actually have one more story I want to say. Commissioner, you stated something about we need to do more for grandparents, and that is correct. And to Ms. Melanie and to Mr. Sullivan, I know families, and I can speak on a family that in December 19th, my birthday last year, lost her son, which was very sad, to the streets, to an overdose on Main Street. 2 months before that, she lost her daughter-in-law to the same, and left a 3-year-old. A 3-year-old that she had to call me to say, I need help. She's not working, she's not receiving assistance. And so it became very difficult for her. And I said, listen, I'm not going to let you go. And I thought about you, Owen and Daryl. I thought about you because I said, you know what? These are the individuals that need the help. These are of many more. Okay, so I look forward again to working together and talking to you about the many families that need you. Grandparents raising grandchildren. Thank you and God bless you all. I'm going to now have Councilman Jackson, because this is his ward. You must say a few words.
That's right.
Councilman Jackson.
Isn't she bossy?
Yes.
No, right here.
Watch 77, you see it all.
In the Star of the Channel, Mr. Ernest Rucker. So, first of all, thank you everyone for coming out into the First Ward, the most illustrious ward of the city of Patterson. And for reasons such as this. This, my friends, this is what development in Patterson is supposed to look like. This is what development in communities are supposed to look like. From a young man who played basketball in this city, walked the streets of the city, went off to college, came back, became the director of community development, and helped so many other businesses such as like mine establish themselves. Helped many people become first-time homeowners. From another young man who strapped it up alongside with me on the only undefeated state championship team in the city of Patterson. I had to mention that, Darryl. You know, and then both of them going down to Maryland and looking at what they've done. I think anyone who's from Patterson, you understand that we share the same sentiment. Why do we always play the sidelines when other people are coming in here and doing projects, benefiting from projects? Why do we have to have Patterson's people go off and do things other places? And when you go down there and look at what they've accomplished, it's remarkable. They're in the center of Maryland. The neighborhoods are bustling. They transformed neighborhoods, provided security booths, walk paths where it's safe, where there's blue lighting. So, I mean, I was amazed. And when they came up to Patterson, being very optimistic, and now watching how this project is unfolded, you know, you don't have to worry about if there's a certain percentage of Pattersonians involved with it. You don't have to worry about whether or not procurement is going to happen locally. You don't have to worry about if the job opportunities or the economic growth in the community is going to include the community. What's providing housing if the people who are you're providing it to can barely pay the rent that they have to live into? So, Ms. Muhammad, I'm so excited that you came forward and mentioned the former councilwoman, Dr. Jessie Dixon. I sat with her many days. She also helped me as a young business owner at the time navigate the space. So it's wonderful that she, you know, her vision through you and through the work that both of you guys do and all of you do is now coming to fruition. And I would be remiss if I didn't point out the fact that Owen and Darryl extended themselves further to make sure that the rent for the space would be fully accommodated for them, so they don't ever have to worry about being evicted while they're providing services. They don't only provide housing, they provide food services, they provide counseling, so many services that they provide for our community. So the fact that they don't have to worry about what's going to happen on the first of the month is a phenomenal feat, and I want to give you guys a round of applause for that. Thank you. That's right. And Brother Powell, Mayor, council members, everyone involved, Mr. Chairman, the WIN team, Madam Senator, the work that you've done, even when the tax credits was first allocated for the hospital, making sure that they came back. This is the things that we need, and this is the beginning. I believe we have to make sure, council members, we have to look at this and model this project, make sure that our community continues to benefit from the millions and millions of dollars that's continuing to be spilled in our community.
That's right.
Great job, guys, and thank you for what all of you've done. I can't wait to see this project come to fruition.
Thank you. I also want to thank Tony. I'm sorry, Tony, Director Ferris, for all that you've been doing. And Mike, you introduced me. I don't know if you remember this. A few years ago, you were the one that introduced me to Darryl and to Owen.
I'm sorry, Council President. I apologize. I would be remiss if I did not include this partnership. Another Patterson son, Mr. Perry Lighty, and his partnership with this project to bring additional funding to the project so that we can see this project through. Perry, I apologize about that, my brother, but I wanted to make sure we didn't forget to mention that. Thank you.
Councilwoman Kine.
Thank you. I want to say good afternoon. This is truly an honor for me to stand here today. And you know, I'm teary already, but for Darryl and Owen, Pattersonians, I've known them for over 40 years. To be here, he was with Marty Barnes when he was mayor. You left, you came back. It took a Pattersonian to put that project. But Dr. Dixon fought for so long. And I just want to say to you two gentlemen and all the partners that you have, thank you for this dream that she had for such a long time. having somewhere for grandparents to live, raising grandchildren. The numbers out there are so great now of grandparents raising grandchildren, and they need to have somewhere to go. I want to say I thank you. It is an honor. And I said to you, I'm honored that I'm sitting on the city council now, 40 years later, to have this project approved by some Pattersonians that I've known for many, many, many years. And that's why I said God works in mysterious ways you don't know. But I'm honored, and when I'm gonna go sit in my car and I'm gonna talk to Dr. Dixon, because she truly, truly worked hard for this. Daryl and Owen, thank you, thank you, thank you for doing this for her. Thank you.
My apologies, but normally in instances, the council president speaks and brings up the council members, and we also give respect to giving the ward person the microphone. Councilwoman wanted to speak. Councilwoman at large, Dr. Mims wants to speak as well, and we will also hear a few words from our 5th Ward Councilman Bellis.
Good morning, everyone. So it's not that I want to speak, I should have the opportunity. Last year I served as the chair of economic development, and Ms. Wahida didn't have to text me to tell me about the project. Dr. Jessie Dixon was my hairdresser. I used to sit in her hair salon, I used to sit in her house when she went blind and go there and have people clean her home, and she talked about this project. So when they came and they said we want to have meetings with Daryl and Owen, I knew Daryl since school. I've known him for a very, very long time. And when I walked up today to Dave from Wynn, he said it's finally nice to see you in person, because we had many Zoom meetings last year to get to the finish line. Today is awesome because we talk about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. having a dream. But when I walked up, when I got here, I sat in the car for 3 minutes and cried. But as soon as I walked up, Commissioner Teague had the camera right in my face, and I had to give homage to Councilwoman Dr. Jessie Dixon, because she talked about this day and night. She took care of her grandkids. She talked about them, making sure they were okay. Thank you, Senator Poe. Thank you, Assemblyman Benji Wembley. Thank you, Assemblywoman Sumter. Thank you, Chairman. Thank you to the EDA. Thank you to Housing. Thank you to everyone involved. This is what Patterson is about. Mayor, as you know, the tax credit dollars, every one of them, I voted yes on all of them, because I respect the work that you do and all that you stand for. Thank you, Tony Perez. God bless you, and God bless the great city of Patterson.
Well, I just gotta make it short and sweet before Ernest Walker leave.
I'm not going nowhere.
Mr. Sherman has faith. I always believe in faith and action. That's what we're here for. Have faith and action. And as everybody says, I'm the councilman of the 5th Ward, the heart of Patterson. So let me remind you all, Dr. Dixon first started her grandparents' program in the 5th Ward in 17th Avenue. Yes. All right? I always say, whatever beats good in the 5th Ward will go and extend to other wards that look good. Right? So, listen, the chairman said it right. Mr. Mayor, I'm going to tell you something. When he said that we need to work together and leave the egos on the side, because it's all the people. It's not just one day. It's not just 1 minute. It's not a second. It's 365 days of the calendar year. And making sure that our goal is the community. God bless you.
Also want to acknowledge, thank you for joining us, our Sheriff, Richard Birdnick. Thank you. Big support of Patterson. We have commissioners from the Patterson Board of Education, Manuel Capers, Commissioner Corey Teague. We have our Deputy Economic Development Director, Osner Charles. Give him a round of applause as well. So at this time, I'm going to turn it back over to Dave Ginsburg, a.k.a. Kool-Aid Dave.
My biggest lesson learned today is if I'm going to speak on the same agenda as the mayor, I got to have a double espresso. I thought I was caffeinated, but I got to bring it up a notch.
And a Red Bull.
And a Red Bull and a red eye. I want to bring somebody up who's been a huge part of this project and hasn't been mentioned explicitly yet, but it's one of WIN's longest partners, which is Bank of America. They provided construction financing, low-income housing tax credit equity financing, historic tax credit equity financing to this project, literally tens of millions of dollars to this project that we would not be here today without them. Representing the bank is Todd Gomez, the North Region Market Executive. Thank you, Todd.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Well, for those of you who know how these programs run, you know that when they call the bankers up here, it's almost time for lunch. So as both Dave and Larry have told me many times in many different ways, just cut the checks and keep it moving. So we're just so happy and proud and grateful to be part of bringing affordable housing options here into Patterson. Mr. Mayor, we're so delighted with your vision and leadership. It's greatly appreciated, and we're excited about what's happening here in Patterson, and we're looking forward to doing more, making more investments here in the community. As many people have said so far, we know that it takes a village to get these types of projects off the ground. We're very grateful that our village this time had so many smart, dedicated, passionate people who are committed to getting things done here for the citizens of Patterson. Finally, I just want to say that we're so grateful also for our partnership with WIN and David and Larry for so many years. I looked back just to see sort of how many transactions we've done. In the last 5 years, we've provided over $600 million of loans and investments to more importantly, the dollars are one thing, right? But more importantly, we have been able to help to preserve or to build close to 2,000 affordable and mixed-income units across this region. So we're really proud of that partnership. And I also want to say to Owen and to Daryl, welcome to the family.
Yes.
Looking forward to all that you're doing.
It's the Boeing going down, right?
Building communities, preserving communities are part of Bank of America's DNA. It's part of our core values. And the Argus Ellison Project is a perfect example of what it means to help build and bring communities back. We're so delighted to be here with you today. We'll be even more delighted when we come back in 2023, 2024 for our ribbon cutting, and I'm looking forward to seeing most of you or all of you back here for that. Thank you so much.
All right. Finally, our last speaker coming to the podium is my boss, but more importantly, my mentor and a visionary in the affordable housing space, Larry Curtis, the president and managing partner of WIN Development.
Larry!
What a day.
Yes.
You know, these developments happen, the randomness of life, the randomness that brings us together with hard work and focus and yes, money to make these developments happen, to create housing for good, hard working people of all races, of all backgrounds. We're proud to be part of it. We're proud of our successes. You know, our founder, Arthur Wynn, and his wife of blessed memory, Alice Wynn, would instill on us as a young developer when I was David's age in 1987, Larry, there's only one thing to learn. You can do well by doing good.
That's right.
How you doing, Councilman?
Yes.
All right, talk about this project.
This is one project that for years and many years that Dixon was trying to push as a councilwoman, as a community leader, as a person that give back to the community. This is a project that parents, grandparents are going to take advantage of it. They still raise kids no matter what. If you look at the community, grandparents are involved in everything. So this is one of the things that they're going to take advantage of. It's going to be affordable, and I hope it gets done. The weather help us to get it quickly out here, and build up, and the opportunity that the community take advantage of.
Awesome.
Good Mayor, take your bow. You help your business. You want to make that?
Great day here in the city of Patterson. For those that don't know, she was Councilwoman Dr. Jessie Dixon. She's the founder of 100 Plus Women, African women in Patterson. But she was very adamant about having a center for grandparents raising their grandchildren. Years ago, she was my hairdresser. She talked about it. I've heard many stories. So when they came last year, we had meetings on economic development. It was just refreshing to know that two Pattersonians were coming back to do what Dr. Jessie Dixon wanted, and also to give back to the grandparents, relatives center with Ms. Wahida. So it's a great day. We're making things happen. I'm glad to be one of the yes votes on the city council.
Okay, what's your name?
Councilwoman at large, Dr. Lisa Mims.
Yes, on three, we're going to say grandparents raising grandchildren. 1, 2, 3. Grandparents raising grandchildren. One more time. Yes, one more time. On three. 1, 2, 3. Grandparents raising grandchildren. Yes. One more, throw May over the top. Yeah, great grandparents raising grandchildren.
As usual, we're here in the best ward of the city of Patterson. We're in the first with some Patterson native children, Owen Tompkins, Dow Tyson. Here for the groundbreaking of what's going to be a beautiful facility for grandparents raising grandchildren. This is how it's supposed to be done, keeping the resources within, bringing people within who can create opportunities for other people that live in the city, live in the community, and also beautify the community as well. We don't have to put our burdens on other people's backs. We can put our own backpacks on, put shovels in the ground, and raise up the community from within. So this is just an example. Love to see it, glad to be part of it, and I'm proud of these two brothers. And you guys should come down and support and see how they do.
Okay, your name? What's your name?
My name is Mike Jackson. I'm the councilman of the first ward. And your name?
The Power of Patterson, our fourth affordable housing project in Patterson. The first one is at Riverside, 5th Avenue, Riverside Village. Second is going to be at St. Joe's Hospital, or near St. Joe's Hospital, Barclay Street. 56 units for people with special needs, 10 set aside. Okay. Then at Hitchler Stadium, we have an affordable housing project for seniors. And today, grandparents raising grandchildren, affordable housing project.
Okay.
This is the Power of Patterson.
You the mayor? Introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm the mayor, Andre Saya, friend of Elvis J. Durham.
Okay. How you doing, man?
I am well. I'm excited about this project, grandparents raising grandchildren. It has been a long time coming. I congratulate everyone who had something to do with this, from the administration to the council to the developers to the funding to Commissioner Wahida Muhammad and all her board members. Congratulations, you deserve this, and I know you're going to make a difference in a lot of people's lives. Thank you.